Through the example of this chapter, chapter 3, The Limits on Traditional Management Theory, the author speaks about Jane and her struggle to actually incorporate all the things that she's trying to do and to make effective change with her teachers. And she is determined to do that, but what she ended up doing was changing her mindset, her mindscape, from a neat mindscape to a scruffy mindscape. And she had more of a traditional management theory. She shouldn't abandon that, but she should use it to her advantage. I think that's where this neat and scruffy thing diverges, because it's looking at whether or not you're able to use the theories and your experience within the framework that you're at, because everything doesn't fit one particular school. Just because the school does it this way doesn't mean that it's going to fit your school. So being able to think like from a non-linear mindset is very important. It talks also about the linear conditions, and it talks about characterizing those linear conditions. Okay. So the linear conditions are this: suitable, predictable environments, tight management connections, loose cultural connections, discrete goals, structured tasks, single solutions, easily measurable outcomes, established operating procedures, determined consequences of actions, and clear lines of authority. And then the non-linear are characterized by dynamic environments, loose management connections, as opposed to light, tight cultural connections, multiple and completing goals, instructional task or unstructured task, completing solutions, difficult to measure outcomes, unestablished operating procedures, undetermined consequences of action, and clear and complete lines of authority. And so what it's really saying here is that that linear conditions are simple, they have clarity, they're ordered, they're predictable, right? And you know, there's certain things that are just, it is what it is, like bus schedules, purchasing, books, conference times and events, right? But then there are all those things that are not, that they're non-linear, and they can cause havoc with other things. And so as a leader, we need to look at that and think about how we deal with each of those sections in the school. And then it goes into different sections for the tight and loose structure, and the issues of school goals and the purposes provided for that process.